welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. Coming to you from the YouTube channel Bottoms Down Chair Yoga, and if you haven't subscribed already, if you would do that, we'd appreciate it, and drop me a note. I'd love to hear a comment from you. We're going to continue with our series on digestive health. We're just going to be looking a little deeper into some of the poses that we did last time. We will stay seated the entire time. You only need your chair. Let's get started. We're going to come forward in our chair, so we're not leaning back. And the first thing we're going to do is just take a few moments to ground our feet to the earth. So think about having all 4 pressure points of those feet grounded and equally weighted on the floor. Next, we're going to think about those sits bones. So we want to have them equally weighted on the chair so we're not leaning one way or the other. Pull your belly button to your spine. Lift your heart. Lower your shoulders. Place your hands lightly on your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes and breathe. Focus your attention on your heart center. Begin to notice your breath, just your natural inhalation and exhalation. Now deepen that breath. So inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. Let's move into our diaphragmatic breath. We'll engage our diaphragm as we extend the belly. We fill the lungs from the bottom up. And then as you exhale, you'll pull your belly button in towards your spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs. Open your eyes. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Left ear towards left shoulder. Chin towards the chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Look over that right shoulder. Look center. Look over the left shoulder. Look center. Roll your shoulders. All right. A super exaggerated roll and reverse it. Nice. All right. Very, very good. We're going to do a couple of cat and cows as we continue to warm up. Place the hands on the thighs, belly button to spine, round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Now we're going to lift up, place your thumbs towards the back wall and just open up your heart. Do that again. Round it down, pull the belly button to the spine, tuck the chin, look at your belly button. Open up, thumbs towards the back wall as we open up that heart. One more time. Round it down. Open it up. and release. Roll those shoulders. Maybe one at a time. And reverse it. All right, mountain pose, arms to the ceiling, lengthen through, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Try to touch the ceiling. Bring that left hand down. It tries to touch the floor as the other hand touches the ceiling. Stretching through. And release it. Whew, let's do that again. Up we go. Mountain pose, shoulders down, belly tight. Try to touch the ceiling. Opposite hand comes down. I'm trying to touch the floor down here and touch the ceiling up there and breathing. One more breath and release. Roll those shoulders again. Woo! You do one at a time. It doesn't matter. Just trying to, release any tension that's in that neck. All right. Okay, so we started this way in our previous poses, and we're going to do that again. Okay, so we're going to set up nice and tall. Now remember, if you want to lean back, you can, right? That's going to give you a little bit extra leverage if you're leaning back against the back of that chair. Or you can be up with me. Either is fine, all right? But the idea is that we want to squeeze that knee into the chest. We're holding it and we're breathing. I say the knee, and it's really the thigh, isn't it? The thigh is what's coming in towards the belly, because that's really the idea. And let's release it, and let's do the other side. So remember, if you would prefer to have those hands on the thighs, that's okay. So if doing this bugs your knee, then just have your hands here. And if doing this makes you want to lean back, then scoot back so that your back is up against the chair and you've got that support. Let's do that again. Switch sides. Bring that in. Don't forget to extend the spine long. Let that head up towards the ceiling and release it. One more on the other side. So we're moving through these a little faster. We've done them. We did them last time. So if you didn't do last week's, don't worry about it. It's all fine. I'm still going to tell you what to do. We're just progressing a little quicker. All right, that's all. So now we're going to bring that knee in and we're going to bring it across your body, okay? So it's just a little, bring that knee across. So instead of straight up to the thigh, to the chest, I'm bringing it across and I'm adding a little twist. You kind of see what I'm doing there? One more breath. Let's do the other side. Bring it in and come across. One more breath and release. Okay. Whew. Here we go. Take that right knee and open it wide. We're going to do our half Lord of the Fishes pose. We're going to bring that left arm all the way across our body. Grab the chair, crown of the head to the ceiling. Look over the back of your chair and breathe. Let's release that and do it again. Bring it all the way across. Lift and twist. And release it. Let this knee fall down towards the floor into our crescent lunge. This could be the version that you like, and that is fine with that knee straight down. If you're with me, you want to push that foot back behind you, that's fine too. Just make sure your heart is lifted. Okay. We're going to revolve our crescent lunge. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the hand of the leg that's extended behind us, okay? We're going to take that hand and we're going to bring it on the outside of this knee that's extended forward. The other hand is going to come to the back side of the chair. Extend your spine long. Turn and look over the back of your chair and see how that feels. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. Release. Release the leg and face forward. How did that feel? Pretty good? Okay, we're going to do the other side. So we're going to open up nice and wide first, and we'll start with our Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to bring that hand, bring it all the way across the body, grab the chair, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling, then turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that and do it again. Bring that hand all the way across, crown of the head to the ceiling, turn, look over the back of your chair. And release. Okay? Now we're going to let that knee fall down towards the floor. So remember, you have options. Maybe this is the option you prefer, or you bring that foot back behind you. You're on those toes. Heart is lifted. Wherever your knee is, heart is lifted. Okay? So here's our crescent lunge, and now we are going to revolve that crescent lunge. So the hand of the leg that's extended, that's the one that's going to come over to the outside of the knee that's in front of you. The other hand is going to go back on the chair behind you, and you're going to turn and you're going to look over the back of your chair. And don't forget to breathe. It's really important to maintain that breath. Don't worry about the yoga breath. Just breathe your natural breath right here. And release it and face forward. Okay, we're going to add on. So remember we did locust pose. So we're going to add all of those poses together in a little bit of a vinyasa. And remember, all a vinyasa is we just connect a few poses together and we do them in a sequence. And we will add the breath. Breath doesn't work for you, just breathe normally. Just don't hold your breath. That's the only thing I don't want you to do. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with that, taking this knee and opening it wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that arm all the way across. Inhale, extend that spine long. Exhale, turn, look over the back of your chair and breathe. Release it. Drop this knee down towards the floor. Push that foot back if you wish. Lift your heart up. Inhale here. Exhale, place this hand on the outside of that thigh, back hand in the back behind your chair. Inhale, extend the spine long. Exhale, turn and look over the back of your chair. And breathe. And release it. Take this hand back, so palm is facing back. Upper hand to the ceiling, palm is facing forward. Inhale here, exhale, and move into your locust pose, breathing. One more breath and release. How did that feel? Do the other side. Let's do it. Open it up nice and wide. Bring that arm around. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it around. Grab your tail. Inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, turn and look over the back of your chair and breathe. And release it. This knee towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Inhale here. This hand's going to go on the outside of this thigh. This hand's going to go back here. We're going to inhale, extend the spine long, and exhale and twist. And look over the back of our chair and then breathe. And release it. Take this hand back, palm faces back, upper hand to the ceiling, palms facing forward. Inhale here, exhale and open and breathe. And release, face forward. That was quite a lot of movement, wasn't it? Do you feel okay? Let's get a little water. I like a little water. Okay. So if you were with me last time, you remember that we did a trikonasana, a triangle pose. So we're going to do that one again, but we're going to add on. So remember, if you want to stay in version 1, let's just do it real quick together so you know Take this foot, heel toe it a couple of times out. Your knee is going to be in alignment with those toes. This foot is going to be grounded down. Sits bones stay down. Arms come up. Just the rib cage moves, remember? And then we're going to bring that up. Okay, leave that one more time. And bring it up. Okay, keep your leg right where it is. So the add-on for this class, what we're going to do, if you want to watch me real quick, we're going to bring those ribs over and then we're going to tilt down. Now the key to this one, I'm going to come back up and come in. So the key to this one is you have to keep this foot grounded. You have to keep both sits bones grounded to that chair. Really concentrate on keeping everything really grounded down, because as we're moving through this, everything kind of wants to hike up, but you don't let it. Okay? All right, here we go. Bring those hands out. Inhale here, exhale. Just rib cage only. Ready? Inhale here, exhale, and tilt it down. So we're breathing. We're breathing. One more breath. Inhale here, exhale, up we go, and down. Okay, heel toe that foot in, and we're going to do the other side. We're going to heel toe this foot out. So you've got your knee in alignment with those toes, right? So the first thing we're going to do is just simply let that rib cage come over and then back. This takes body awareness to be able to just isolate those ribs only and bring that over and back and take a break, okay? So the action is happening right at those ribs. We're not letting anything else help, okay? Belly is tight. Here we go. Inhale here. Exhale. Come forward. Inhale here. Are we ready? Tip it down. Feel the sideways stretching. We're compressing the center of the body. Inhale here. Exhale. Press it up. Come back center and down. We're going to do that again. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Down we go. Inhale. Exhale. Press it up. And bring those ribs center. And release. All right. Bring that foot in. Okay. So we're going to do that one more time with one more add-on. So you've already have two versions. And we're going to now add on that third version, okay? And this is the last one. So as we heel toe that foot out, we don't stop at 2. We keep going, okay? I'm going to come a little further to the edge of my chair. So now this leg is long. Our knee is still in alignment with the toes, and the toes are still at a diagonal, okay? I am really pushing down through this heel. I'm pressing down. I've got my sits bones in the chair and they're pressing down. My hands come out. Let's not worry about the breath right now. Let's bring those ribs over and we're going to come down. Now, here is an option. You can bring this hand inside or you can bring the hand outside of the leg, okay? If you bring the hands inside the leg, use this arm as a little bit of leverage to open that heart a little bit more. If you have them out here, what happens is you can get a little deeper into the sideways, right? So it's just different, and they're both great. I would say try one and see which one you like better. Inhale here. Exhale, up we go. Wah, press, press, press. Bring those ribs center. Bring the hands down. Heel toe that foot in. Okay. Can we do the other side? Here we go. We're going to heel toe that foot out several times. Get that leg long. Knee is in alignment with those toes. The toes are at a diagonal. Bring the hands up. Bring those ribs forward. Now, tip it over. And here we are. Or, here we are. Right? They're both great options. I don't know. I kind of like this one better just because I feel a little more sideways stretch. But you really do have to consciously open up that heart. So you don't want to let yourself cave in. That's where this helps, right? When you have this hand in that thigh, it helps you kind of lift up. Are we ready? Come back center. And release. Bring that foot forward. Whew. Okay. Last thing. So I've got my feet wider than just hip distance, okay? So here would kind of be hip distance, so just a couple of heel toes wider than that. So we're going back into that child's pose, but we're going to take it a little deeper. So we're going to let our heart fall forward. We've got our forearms here for support. Let your heart fall. Now, instead of keeping your hands on your thighs, just let your hands fall to the floor. Tuck your chin and just let yourself hang out in between your legs. And we're going to roll up. Now, if you don't like that, or that's too much on your back or whatever, then what you're going to do is you're going to stay here. Let that heart fall forward and just keep those forearms on the thighs, and that's going to keep you supported, which helps that back. Still, tuck your chin, though, and let the head fall. And roll up. Very good. Everybody doing all right? Excellent. Let's finish up. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do. It's no surprise. Take that right leg long, extend it out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Lift the crown of the head to the ceiling. Let the heart fall forward. And up we go. And let's do that again. Extend and hinge. Keeping the back flat. Heart to thigh. And roll it up. Pigeon pose. You've got options. You can do ankle to ankle, or you can do ankle to knee. We're going to lengthen through the spine first. Let the heart fall forward. And up we go. Let's rock our baby. All right. Extend the spine long. If you want to do it with your elbow here, go for it. All I'm doing is I'm putting my elbow right in front of the knee. I'm pressing down. My chin goes on top of my fingers, and I'm just adding a little pressure. And rock your baby. And final time. Extend and hinge. And up we go. Let's do the other side. Extend that leg long, toes to the ceiling. Extend the spine and let that heart fall forward. Remember, keep the legs straight. Don't lock out the knee. Heart to thigh. Back is flat. Roll it up. Extend the spine long. Heart comes forward. Roll it up. All right. Ankle to ankle, ankle to knee. Extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. And rock your baby. And let's do that again. Extend. Put that elbow there on the front side of the knee and press. Rock that baby. And last time. Lengthen and let that heart fall forward for a nice stretch into that hip, glute. All right, sit back. We made it. Good job, everybody. Okay, let's place our hands on our thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Be the answer. Don't wish for some magical instant answer to all the problems you see. Seek instead to be the answer. Be the answer in the way you live each moment. Be the answer in the thoughts you entertain, in the values to which you adhere. You have minimal influence over what others say or do or think or feel. Yet you have pretty much total control over the way you are. So make good use of what you have. Live with the goodness you treasure in every word, in every effort, in every interaction. It's what you can do, and it is significant. Live well on a human scale, and your modest goodness serves to lift the world in ways far beyond what you can imagine. The best answer to life's problems are not ones that are forced, but ones that are freely chosen and faithfully lived. Be the answer. Live the answer. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Extend the left arm long. Flip the palm to the ceiling. And release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. And release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Extend the right arm long. Flip the palm towards the ceiling. And release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and if you would click on that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it, and I will see you next time.